Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. If you've not done it already, hit the subscribe button, like the video, do all of those amazing stuff. We're back here for another watch along for the Diddy Whyte versus Jermaine Franklin watch along. I'm excited for this one. In particular, we also got a couple of good fights on the card right now. We've got McCormack versus Adina. McCormack, of course, one of the hottest prospects in town. I think shortly afterwards, we've got Fabio Wardy versus David Gorman. And on the same night, we also got John Ryder versus Zach Parker. That should be a very, very interesting encounter because it's for the interim belt. I think whoever wins that fight in particular is eligible to fight Canelo Alvarez. Should Canelo Alvarez vacate his belt, that person will be full champion. So a great night of boxing ahead of us tonight and next week. And we're here for this, man. Big up to every person in the chat. Hope you guys are all amazing. Right now, it's also World Cup season as well. It's a World Cup fever. So far, so good. Hopefully, everyone is fantastic. Where do we go from here? Right now, we're in round number 3 of 5, I think. Round number 3 of 6 of McCormack versus Andino. And on the BT card, let me just, you know what? Let me see if that works. Oi. Hold on. Let me just bear with me. Oh, we got Denzel Bentley on the other side as well, guys. I wish I'd have a way in which I can have like the minute and you can see, like I'm on minute 56 seconds of a round, or like, so you know what I'm saying. Of course, it's not OTC without the cup of tea as well. Big up passer. How are you? Is it? I'm fantastic. I got Whyte by left hook. KO. What about you? That's a good question. That is a question. I think Diddy Whyte win, but by what method? Let me think about it. I'll come back to that. But Skyline, I hope you are fantastic. Hope everyone's all good. Now, oops, don't know what's going on here. I think don't know what's happening here. I think my Wi-Fi is kind of. I'm on Wi-Fi, but Ethernet. Interesting. Don't know what's going on with Virgin Media, but bun Virgin Media, fam. They try to F with the game, but it's cool, fam. Bun them. Anyway, back to the matter at hand. We turned off our camera actually for the time being whilst we get that camera bit sorted out. I don't know what the hell's going on. It says low internet, but you know, usually it's all good. First of all, but before we get into it, next week's show, we might have to, talk about this throughout the show. We've got 2 shows at this moment in time, but next week we've got a jam-packed show. We've got Fury versus Derek Chisora. Very good fight, very big fight. May not be doing the best of numbers from what I'm hearing, but nevertheless, I think it's a very nevertheless, I think it's a very, very, very good fight. And for me, I think Chisora, even though I want what's best for him and I want him to do well, I want him to really have a fulfilled career. If fighting Tyson Fury is not really always the best option, you understand? If you're on your way out, fighting against a guy, and I think, you know what's crazy? Deontay Wilder is a safer fight for Del Boy than Fury, because with Fury, and not because Deontay Wilder beat Fury, it's simply because Fury will just punch his head in more times and just create that, like, that, how do I say it, accumulative damage to the brain, rather than that, that Deontay Wilder one-punch KO. You wake up next day, you might not know where you are that night. You might just be a little bit dazed, but it'll be on the body, and the effects of it will be a little bit better than fighting a guy who's just going to just constantly just, you know what I'm saying, to your head. That sounded wrong, fam. Anyway, but that's happening next week. We did watch should we do a watch on? But I've been debating this in my head. It's on the 20. What was it? 20? Was it a little under 30 quid pay per view, fam? Yo, a lot of pay per views been going on this week. We're talking about Liam Smith versus Liam Smith. Yeah, Liam Smith versus Christian Eubank Jr. Is it Liam Smith? Yeah, it's Liam Smith, right? Yeah, 100%. Don't know why. It's Liam Smith, right? Yeah, Liam Smith. Yeah, 100%. Gorman versus Wardley. I have Wardley winning this fight. And it's the method that I'm a bit concerned about. I think it's an 8-rounder. Which means that if it's an 8-rounder, let me get box record actually. I could be 100% mistaken. I don't want to misquote, but I'm pretty sure it's an 8-rounder. Do you know what we're gonna do? We'll just have the zone show up in like half an hour. We'll go on to the zone show a bit shortly afterwards. But let me just try to see if I can find that event. So Dillian Whyte, I am almost certain it's an 8-rounder, but I do not want to be misquoted on that. So Dillian Whyte, oops, boom, should be this one. Okay, we're going to score the event on BoxRec. I love BoxRec, and BoxRec should be BoxRec is fantastic. A 12-round contest. A 12-round contest. Okay. Yeah, this is gonna skew my opinion now. A 12-round contest between Gorman and Wardley. I'm saying Wardley stoppage. Wardley stoppage, late stoppage. I would say around 9 to 10. 9 to 10, Wardley stoppage. I thought if it was 8-rounder, I think he may have just he may creep in the points win. Because it's 12 round, I think he may just get a knockout. What did Dubois do? I think Dubois did the knocked out Gorman inside 3-4 rounds. I think. What is it? It was. I got it up here. Dubois beat Nathan Gorman round number 5. Yeah, round number 5. I think it's gonna be right. I think it's gonna be a little longer than that. Dubois' power is a little bit more, intense than Gorman, and therefore I believe that no Gorman, Fabio, and I think Fabio. I need a good performance from him. I really do, because the last couple of performances haven't been amazing. I think I saw him against Eric Molina. I was not impressed. He came away with the last-minute stoppage. But it's like, I'll put it this way. It's like if your team has been putting in like a stinker for 80, 87 minutes, yeah, and in the last minute, you get a winning penalty and you score a goal. It's like that, fam. Like, yeah, you got the win, but it weren't too convincing from Fabio Wardley. And ultimately, I think that he's got a lot left in the tank. I think, how old is he? He's Fabio's a bit. I think he is inexperienced, but he is quite. Yeah, he's 27 years old with 14 wins and 30 by way of knockout. So on record, it doesn't look fantastic, but at the same time, I'm not convinced. There's something missing there. I don't know what it is, but maybe it's the inexperience, but there's something missing there. But on to Dillian Whyte versus Jermaine Franklin. Now, early prediction, and we have to also take into account there's a few factors in play here. Dillian Whyte's got a new trainer in Buddy McGirt. He sacked off, what's his name? Javier Miller, who I don't think is a bad coach, but at the same time, it's like, I think it was best for both parties to depart, simply because if you're Dillian, you're in the final stages of your career. Okay, you want to have somebody next to you in the ring that is pretty much guaranteed certain. You may, but what's the name? Javi Miller may produce in 5-10 fights, probably better than anybody that could have been training you ever. Okay, but at the same time, it's a big risk. So for Dillian, he's been with Javi Miller, 2 losses out of 3 of the fights, albeit one was against Tyson Fury and one was an uppercut against Povetkin. So it's not really a coaching issue necessarily. Dylan really looks that poor that I don't think Javier could have. There's not really much you can do. It weren't a tactically flawed performance. It was just a rubbish performance. It's a bit like you could come up with the worst game plan, but when someone goes into the pitch here and just starts passing it like and not even passing accurately or shooting to Rosette, like it comes to a point where you can't really do much in that circumstance. And for Javier, you have to look at it like this. He's training a fighter that's susceptible to uppercuts. Yeah, uppercuts is his weakness. Uppercuts is his kryptonite. Now for Javier, he's probably thinking to himself, you know what? I'm gonna get like it's gonna be like a Chisora thing. I'm gonna train a fighter that's gonna accumulate so many losses that yes, that fighter may look good in the fight. So a lot of the fights he may even look fantastic. But it's a bad look for a trainer to train a losing fighter. So for both parties, I think it was fantastic. Buddy McGirt, it's a short camp with him, so this is where I'm not too sure. But for I assume that Dillian's going to box to an extent, but still have that little element of aggression because of coming off a loss. Jermaine Franklin, from what I'm hearing, is all tailor made for Dillian. I think Dillian could win this fight, and I think Dillian's going to win by knockout. It's a 12 rounder, but I think he's going to do it inside 5. But what round specifically is where I'm a bit poised. I think Dillian's going to win in round number 5. 5th round KO. I have Dillian. 5th or 6th round KO for Dillian Whyte. I think that's how it's going to work. I think Dillian is going to be a little bit more assertive in this fight. He's coming off a loss. He's going to be hungry. He's going to be aggressive. You saw it in the press conference. You saw it in the media. What's that thing called? The glove. You know what I'm talking about. The glove testing. Yeah, fighters go behind the scenes. They test the gloves to see if they're happy with the gloves that their opponent and they're using. So it was a bit of needle in that circumstance. There's a bit of needle between him and Sanita. So overall, this version of Dillian is the Dillian that I expect to perform at the highest level. So therefore, I think Dillian's going to win round number 5, 6 by way of knockout. If it goes past 5 or 6, this is where I'm going to look at it with a level of concern, depending on how, of course, how Jermaine Franklin does. Because if Dillian's knocking down Jermaine Franklin, right? Jermaine Franklin's getting up like a zombie. It's like, bruv. Like, and does a Chisora against Parker for argument's sake. Then I could be like, okay, this kid could be just durable. He could be like another Chisora. He could be hella durable. But with Dillian, with the prospect of AJ, ain't no way he's losing that fight. No chance in the world he's losing this fight. If he gets uppercutted, my oh my, bruv. Yo, it's going to take me a while to let it sink in, fam. If Dillian gets uppercutted by Jermaine Franklin, my oh my, I don't know. Fam, that's going to be the worst thing of all time. One of the worst things you could see. Dillian gets uppercutted by Jermaine Franklin. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? But that's my thoughts on the Dillian fight. We'll be talking about a little bit later on. I just see the banner that I put up, like the Conor Benfell's drug test. Fam. What's going on with Conor Benfell? That's a good question. What's going on with him? And I see they're doing this promoted England versus UFC yesterday with Jermaine Franklin and Dillian Whyte. I'm not really against that, to be fair. I'm not really against that. What the hell's going on here? Bruv, I'd even fighting like what's going on, fam? Like anyway, sorry guys, apologies. I'm looking over to the callback fight and like, my man's not even fighting, fam. What's going on? This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Anyway, big up Adari. Adari, fam. That's a wicked name, fam. Big up Adari Pennant. Are you related to Jermaine Pennant? Let me know. If Fabio Wardley, do you know what it is? Yeah, like imagine if someone said that to me, fam. Oh, like do you know Mo Farah guy? Yeah, you relate to Mo Farah, fam. Like I'll just be thinking, fam. That's a bit of a bad question, but you know, you have the same surname. It is what it is. Do you know what? I know another guy with a last name Pennant. That I was watching the Dillian Whyte. No, I was watching the Craig Richards versus Whyte fight with. Oh, he was sitting next to me in Oz. I remember. It could be Adari. Did we sit next to each other in the in the Craig versus Whyte fight? Let me know. It could be you, fam. It's mad. It's a small world, fam. And also, if it is you, you know, sorry for your the recent loss that you had in the ring. It did go your way, but you know, chin up. Hopefully, everything gets better in the future as well. Sorry, if Fabio Wardley is Fabio Wardley next. I think that's what you meant. Yeah, Fabio Wardley is next after this fight, after the McCormack versus my man Andino fam, Adrino fam. McCormack, I like him, but what it is that I need to see more of him. I need to see more, fam. Like, I need to see more rounds. I need to see more punches. I need to see more, fam. More everything, fam. Because right now, I don't know what to make. He's free, you know. So you know, I haven't really formed an opinion on him. But so far, so good. I've been impressed by him recently, but nothing too crazy. But yes, the Fabio Wardley fight will be happening next. Jermaine Franklin versus Derek Chisora. Who wins? Never seen Jermaine Franklin fight in my life, so I don't know. I don't want to see Chisora fight ever again. Honestly, guys, you don't know my opinion, fam. Yeah, and for those of you guys who are new to the channel, honestly, I think after the Pula fight, Chisora should have sacked it in and said, "You know what? This is enough." He beat. Well, I didn't think it was a convincing win. I thought really Pulev won that fight, but nevertheless, I'm happy to concede that if you know it was a close fight and it could have gone either way. So I'm not really mad at that decision. However, he did take a lot of punishment in that fight. He didn't look, put it this way, in an amazing fighting condition. And all things considered, I didn't think that he should be fighting anyone else going forward. And it's not against a serious name. He then went up a level and fought, looking to fight Tyson, the Gypsy Fraud King Fury. Okay, that to me, and I heard Don Charles, big up Don Charles, and Don was saying, look, he had the same reservations. He went to him in training, and they done like a little mini fitness test and a little examination in the gym. If we felt that he was, he's able to fight and continue his career, we will put him through. So I have to trust that he is in safe hands. Don Charles is a good guy, and for me, I think that he'll be in 100% safe hands with Don Charles. However, me as the outsider and a Derek Chisora fan, I don't want it to be like continue on this route anymore, if that makes sense. Because I don't want him to get to an age where he's basically like a vegetable fan. You understand? So overall, I'm I want Chisora to really after this one title fight rate it in. And you know what? It's a title fight, so it's one of the ones for Chisora. As a last fight, I can understand it. If I wanted him to fight just a quick fight in against Pulev, one more fight against a title fight, his biggest career payday, one of the biggest career paydays he could have, I can concede to that. But it's a heavyweight division, so it shouldn't be a game to be played with. What's going on here? Football lovers of the world. Asna, this is for you. This is what iconic stadiums feels with its football. I don't know what's going on here. Is it FIFA? Mbappe. Yo, do you guys see Messi today, fam? Flipping hell. Ankara Messi. Sorry. I'm heavyweight. Then it's not you, fam. 100%. It's not you. It can't be you. That's not possible. It's not you. Wrong person. Mistaken identity, guys. It's not Adari Pennant. That was with. It was another Pennant. It wasn't him because this person was definitely not a heavyweight. In fact, he might have been like a lightweight, featherweight, those sorts of weights. He weren't a heavyweight, no way near. Unless he ballooned up, and he's smaller than me. Unless he ballooned up, to the highest degree. Unless he done like some mad Andy Ruiz flex, then ain't no way this guy is a heavyweight. So, I'm sure Adore is, but the guy I'm talking about is not the same person. But anyway, mistaken identity. BT card is actually good, very poorly promoted. The venue is sparsely populated. Interesting. We'll flick that back on in the next couple of minutes after the Goldberg fight because will be doing commentary on the Zach Parker bout. And you know what? Yeah, keep me posted on that one, Skyliner. Let me know how that one goes. Big up OTC, big up Madge. Always showing love, care, and support. Appreciate all of the kind words that you've been sending recently. Sugar Hills do it would be a good box trader for Philip Hergovich. He would, but he can't be because it's a conflict of interest at this point. Do you know what I think? Here? I think boxing traders should be like the forefront of everything. I think they should be, because you know what it is. Boxing traders are treated like some any old sidemen. And these are the real brains behind a lot of it. Boxing traders really need to be at the forefront of a lot of things. A bit like football trainers, boxing traders should be given a little bit more of a voice, a little bit more credit when they do good things. You understand? Because right now it's like, if a fighter loses, if a fighter does whatever, the fighter's washed. But if the fighter does well, it's not really applauding or not really given to the trainer. I mean, there's that in football, to be fair. Like but even in that, like over time, you would give certain man credit. You say, okay, this guy's a top trader, this guy's a top trader, that guy's a top trader. More people know boxers than trainers, which is weird. It's weird, more people know boxers more people know boxers than actual trainers. Oops. All right, we'll go back on. Hold on. Let me just delete this. Delete that. Boom. All right, we'll go back to the BC card. I think Skyline is telling me, listen, Rav, flick on the thing, fam. It's popping off, fam. So right now, we're about to flick on that. Fabio Wardley, sort of break up there. Cover. I'm seeing the hell of knockdown with round number 4 of. I don't know who these dons are, fam. But it's the. Ooh, good uppercut. Left, right. Good uppercut. We'll call that black shorts for the time being. Black shorts versus Ukraine. Okay. We just call the blue and blue and yellow one, Ukraine, fam. All right, Ukraine's getting punched up, fam. All right, McCord, fam, versus Naked, fam. Let's go. Right uppercut. What? Do you know what? This is the scrap, you know. I can't lie. Go, guys, if you're on BT Sport, head on over to BT Sport. Khalas, man. Get this guy the hell out of here, fam. I've not been watching more than 10 seconds of this bout, and I can tell you this guy, Ukraine's done out here, fam. Look at this. Not actually Ukraine, fam, but you know what I mean. A minute and a half in round number 4. Good double jab, right hook to the body. Oh, god damn it. Another knockdown. A minute and 17 on the clock. Nah, man, that's enough, man. They should throw the time, man. I've been here, pop. That's enough. That's enough, man. What a knockout. What a knockout. Sam Notes. Sam Notes. Big up, Sam. Big up, Sam Notes, man. What a little screen here. Don't know why that's not working. Why did it work for me before? All right, boom. Nah, BT cards doing this thing. What a knockout. What a knockout in that fight in particular. Good. Bruv. Can you not hear that? Yo, can you not hear that? All right, let me show you.
Adari Pennant 09:27 p.m. Bakadir Jalilov is a very good heavyweight prospect from Uzbekistan.
Guys, honestly, I have no idea what's happening. I clicked on a button and it started speaking to me, fam. I swear, this technology, fam. Fam, yo, fam. Next thing you know, fam, people are gonna start smashing, like get married to flipping robots, fam. It's peak, fam. Fam, I swear to God, yeah. This is scary stuff, fam. We're dark waters, fam. Big man thing. Big man thing, yeah. We're being spied on, fam. We are being spied on, fam. At this point, it's peak. Yeah, your phone is listening to you, fam. I swear to God, yeah. I clicked on a button. I don't know why I clicked, yeah, and it started reading out everything that was on my screen. That is some scary stuff, you know. Do you know what? I might start using that, you know, for Do you know what? That's just weird, fam. Me reading that, do you know what it done to me earlier on? Yeah, guys, hear this. Before I done this stream, yeah, I was hearing some kid's voice, some little girl's voice, and I said, God, I said, fam, this ain't no. I'm not into scary movies. Fam. I don't know what this thing is on, fam. Big man thing. I don't know what this thing is on, yeah, but I was hearing a little girl's voice, yeah, narrating the whole thing, everyone that was on the screen. I got scared, fam. I really I started shaking. I said, bro, what is this thing? What is going on, fam? Yeah. And I seem to click that same button again today. I think there's some sort of narration tool up. Yeah, read aloud this page. That is weird, fam. Like, honestly, guys, it was a little girl. Yeah. Speaking, I was like, what the flip? Where the hell is that come from? I thought it was the advert in the background. I said, bro, where's this advert coming from? But nevertheless, it's Pete. People are gonna get hit to 118 fam. It's Pete, fam. I swear to God, fam. Oh, fam. Oh, which bro, imagine in 10 years' time or 20 years' time, fam, I'll be like, yo, fam. Like, oh, you get married, fam. Oh, okay, cool, fam. Where's your wife from, fam? Oh, fam. It's a bit peak though, still, fam. My wife's from the factory, fam. Huh? Factory? Yeah. Cause she's from she's from the Apple factory, fam. Made in China, fam. Come on. Yeah, so you know she's efficient, fam. No complaints, fam. No arguments, no complaints. Get straight to the point. Efficient. She knows everything because she got access to Google. What's not to love? It's peak, fam. It's peak, fam. Anyway, back to reality, fam. Back to life. Anyway, is this to be fam? Um, absolutely, man. Brother's eyes could see. Absolutely. Oh, I thought you want me to... No, I'm nervous, fam. That's put me on the spot, fam. um, but yeah, big up Skyline. Anyway, is it me or OTC's cap? Bruv, it's my bro. I don't know what's going on, fam. My camera, fam. I swear. That if I start, do you know what? When I start talking about yo, you know what's mad? Yeah, when I start mentioning anything robotic, fam, yeah, camera starts bugging out, fam. Starts doing some mad stuff, yeah. I love Elon Musk, yeah. I love Steve Jobs, fam, yeah. Whoever's listening, fam, because I swear these men are listening to me, fam. These men are listening. These men are listening. Fam. I swear to God, I can't. Um, hold on. I swear this represent it with back of right. Yeah, I swear that presenter is on Behind the Gloves with Michelle Joy Phillips. Well, explains a lot, fam. Um, Robotistan, fam. Come on, fam. That's where these men are gonna come from, fam. Fam, like it's gotta be mad, fam. He is gotta be mad. Oh, my wife needs an upgrade, fam. Fam, it's peak. It is peak, fam. Oh, my wife's battery's done. Like gone, fam. Might have to replace her battery. Can you imagine? For your protection, but 100%, man. Big up, man. Fabio Wardley's walking into the ring in a royal blue, shiny royal blue costume. I don't know what they called now. The robe. It's not really a robe if it doesn't go below your waist, is it? It's more like a jumper, but like a vest. Call it a costume, fam. And the shorts are from like I don't know where the shorts from, fam. Like some kickboxing, ancient kickboxing Taiwanese belt, belt shorts, fam. I don't know where they came from, fam. Big bad thing. Yeah, robot land, fam. That's where these men are coming from, fam. Okay, imagine, fam. Imagine. It's 20 years time, fam. Yo, can you imagine, fam? You get cancelled for cussing a what's it called? Because nowadays you get cancelled if you cuss people's cultures, religions, and rightly so. Or we start going down that route, yeah. Imagine you start cussing someone like a robot in the future, fam, for being flipping silver, yeah, and not like white or black or fam. Yo, we're about to enter a dark world, fam. It's gonna be a bad. It's gonna be a madness, fam. It's gonna be a madness. When did they replace? Shout out Bunsy, man. Bunsy's smart, you know. Bunsy knows boxing. Bunsy knows boxing. Bunsy knows boxing. That's the thing. You gotta give him credit for that. Um, but they need to include some young blood, fam. Yeah, the OTC young blood, fam. That's what I'm talking about, fam. Some youthfulness, fam. Because right now it's some. I'm getting like flipping Soonest, flipping. What's my last name again? Some Martin Keown vibes, fam. Yeah, you might know a lot of stuff, but big man think the kids are not. They don't know who you are, fam. Just peak. They don't not listening. And you know what? Shut up, Bunsy. Robots will hit you with a mad laser, fam. True, fam. There's the backend application that listens to your microphone and converts it to text. That text gets sent to companies and they filter anything terrorism related. It's an easy application to make. Raw, fam. Raw, fam. It's like that, yeah. Yo, they've got access to the database, fam, to do some madness, fam. Wow, fam. MI5. Do you know what it is, yeah? I know it's might sound bad, yeah, but I'm not one of them dons here that'll be like, oh, fam. Oh, like, I don't want these man listening to me. Bruv, I'm one of those man, yeah. I think about it in my head, like, there's not really much I could do, really, that will surprise this man. And everything I do about in general, like, even now behind the scenes, it's not really crazy. So if they're listening, that crazy for me to start caring about them listening to my conversations, if that makes sense. Okay. And even if they hear some funny noises in the background, I'm sure they probably heard that same funny noise about multiple times in a day. So I don't know, fam. I don't know, fam. It's like being looked after by like a nurse. Like you just think into your head, like, fam, there's a random human being, fam, yeah. A random human being, a random stranger that you don't know. But at the same time, you probably think to yourself, fam, these men have seen people butt naked on a regular basis, fam. It's not that deep, fam. Or like a football coach or like a flipping something like that. You know what I'm saying, fam? These men have seen the same. Oh, AJ's here, fam. Pick up AJ. Right, without into random one of the Fabio Baldi versus Goldberg fight. That takes five hours to make. It's not that complicated. Oh my goodness, the knockdown in the Hampshire Shearers fight. Bentley is tall. Big up Bentley. All right, we're on to the Nathan Corbin versus Fabio Baldi. About we'll go back to the B2 bit afterwards. I noticed when I have BT Sport on, if it bugs out my internet. But right now we're running number one of Corbin versus Wardley at a minute and a half on the clock. I just wanted to ramble about technology, fam. Big up to tech companies. Send some peas over, fam. All right, good job. AJ's here as well. Big up AJ. I miss AJ, fam. I wanted to be in the ring and start smacking up man again. I like Didion, but you know what? It's one of them ones like I want AJ versus Fury. I want AJ versus Usyk. So, oh, good left hook to the body, right hand. Oof, good shots by Nathan Corbin. Do you know this Nathan Corbin brother? Yeah. What do you not make of him? Because I'm like the jury's still out on this guy. You know, I saw him against Dubois and I weren't impressed. But it's something, I don't know what it is. There's something there. He's got this Fury complex, Huey Fury, you know? Like, there's skill there, there's quality there, but maybe he's not conditioned right. Maybe I don't know, maybe it's conditioning. Maybe. Because he looks a bit like a slob. AG speaking to Barry Hearn. Big up Bazza. That's one guy I'd love to meet, you know, Barry Hearn. Imagine going on a fishing trip with Barry Hearn, you know, and he was just talking to you for hours. That would be a mad podcast. Can you imagine listening to Barry Hearn and his mad encounters with the world, fam, over his 60 years, 70 years of life? That'd be right. That'd be powerful, man. Because he likes fishing as well, innit? Like, I'll be down for that, honestly. It's a bit weird though. But with people like that, you'd want to sit down with like a lot, people like that, or the old knowledgeable people. You'd like to sit down with them, and do those sorts of stuff like golf and these sorts of things. I think it's funny to wind them up so they'll fall for it. They're probably reading this chat. That's true. Go with a very skilled but lacks mental drive. Interesting. He's got skills, but he ain't winning any titles. He's got skills. I've got to agree. There is something there. He's got some tech, you know. But you know what it is? I do think that his conditioning is that poor that I think you can't keep this up for that long, man. If he had this Fabio Wardley conditioning, then I think that he would, he could do something. He might not be great, but he could like really enter the top 10 if he wanted to. Because right now it's like jab by Fabio. Fabio, on the other hand, it's like the complete opposite. A little less tech, a little more, strength and conditioning. Less experience. Oh, good overhand right by Fabio Wardley. Fabio Wardley, I'm looking at the punch stats here. 20. Do you know what? I don't even think this is true, Can't be, fam. Look at the punch stats. It's some fake stats, fam. Left hook, right hand. Right hook to the body. Jab, right hand, left hook by Fabio Wardley. Elbow to the nose. Jab, right hand. Oh, good. Right. Oh, my goodness. Wow. What a knockdown in round number 2. What a knockdown. I did not expect this. We're in round number 2 of 12. Wardley lands a perfect right hand. Gorman succumbs to the floor. All that tech, fam. This is what I'm saying, fam. Like, oh, good right hand 1-2 by Wardley. Gorman can survive, Right hand but to the back of the head by Wardley. But Wardley is still approaching forward. Gorman is gone. Gorman, I don't think he can last. He's got 45 seconds on the clock left. But right hand by David Gorman. Jab, right hand, 1-2. Jab. We've got a good fight on our hands, guys. This is about to go down. Right uppercut. Elbow to the face. Left, right. 1-2. 1-2 by Fabio. Oh, that's it. Another knockdown. Let's call it a night, guys. What a performance from Fabio Wardley in round number 2. When I said I wasn't impressed, this is what I'm talking about. I expected better. He let his hands go more. Gorman looks like he's devoid of any ideas. It looks like he won't be able to hack those punches, but nevertheless, Fabio Wardley, his accuracy is a bit off. His nose is blooded. Less than 10 seconds on the clock. That's it. Round number 2 ended. What a knockdown. What a round, guys. What? That's what I'm talking about, guys. Very skilled by lack mental drive. Oh, sorry. OTC presents fishing with Barry Hearn. Could happen, guys. Could happen. I heard Gorman destroys everyone this sparring. I'm guessing it's all mental. Absolutely. It looks like it. What a knockout. Knockdown, sorry. I'll be back for the main event. Big up, man. Guys, this is... If you haven't done it already, please smash that subscribe button. Like the video on the way in. I don't know how many likes there are, but if you can smash that like button, that would be amazing. We're now entering round number 3 of 12 in the Gorman versus Fabio Wardley fight. So far, Fabio Wardley has really impressed in that second round. First round, you might have to give it to Gorman based on the skill set, based on mystique. But Wardley entering round number 3 with one thing on his mind. I want to knock this mother effer out. Let's go. Good clinch. Right, left. All back of the headshots by Nathan Gorman. Repeatedly. Fabio Wardley looking to employ the jab whilst AJ is looking behind the ropes behind him. Eddie, Frank Smith Barry Heard, Anthony Joshua, and the 258 management team looking beyond the ropes and watching Fabio Wardley deploy the jab to the body by Wardley, jab to the head by Wardley, body again by Wardley, jab. Wardley looks like his nose has been wrapped up. Not a lot of bleeding coming out from that part, but Gorman still got a little bit left in the tank in round number 3. 2 minutes on the clock. Jab by Wardley. Hamza Shiraz needs to leave Frank Warren ASAP and go on Sky. A couple more fights, but that is a good shout. Unless Frank gets some real investment in from BT, that should be a good shout. Or Eddie Hearn. Again, that's a good shout as well. Not bad shout. Right hook to the body. Right hand upstairs. 1, 2. Jab. Double jab. Right hand. Jab. And another knockdown in round number 3. The third knockdown. Fabio Wardley with an amazing right hand. Gorman looking at the referee thinking, bruv, big man, allow it, fam. It's a bit of a sticker one still. Yeah. Bearing in mind, I forgot I've got side effects, but we still continue. Let's go. The towel has been thrown in. It's over. It's over. What a performance from Fabio Wardley. What a performance. I really didn't think that he can pull off this remarkable win, but nevertheless, really dug deep. Really put his all into it. And he defeated a Nathan Coleman who I expected to cause him some level of difficulty. I thought Fabio would win in round number 9, round number 10 by way of knockout, but the fact that he done it this early, it means that, you know what, we could be underrating this kid. The man from Ipswich, 15 wins, 40 by way of knockout. Honest to God, Fabio Wardley, take a bow, son. What a knockdown. I'm looking at it now. Gorman with the third knockdown of the fight. After the first 1 or 2, he was gone. He was absolutely gone. The towel was thrown in. The coaching and the training team didn't want no more smoke. Fabio. The marathon continues. The marathon continues. Fabio Wardley, the boy from Ipswich, limited amateur background, limited amateur background and a white collar background to begin with, but he's really impressing us. Managed by Dillian, good win. I'm impressed. I am impressed. I'll go to Eddie. Gorman is done out here. Shiraz fight just started. Let's go. Up next, Daniel Whyte versus Jermaine Franklin. Over to the BT card, we've got Hamza Shiraz boxing. We're into round number 1 of Hamza Shiraz. Good right hand by Hamza Shiraz. Well done to Fabio for the British heavyweight champion as well. Well done. Over to the Shiraz fight, we've got Hamza Shiraz. I don't know how he can make this weight class, to be fair. The height and everything. This brother. Good jab. Good double jab. Right hand, left hook, right hand, jab. 1-2 by Hamza Shiraz. Hamza Shiraz is so thin. His shorts are not even wrapped around his waist properly. I'm surprised he's not falling down his leg. Um, 1-2, 1. Okay. Okay, that could have been an absolute knockout. I'm just fight, but his opponent continues. I'm looking at the Woodley knockout. Yeah. After the first 1 or 2, it was over. Fabio's nose did bust up. I remember it was in round number 1. His nose was gone. Like, it was blooded. No, it was 2 actually. Nose was blooded down, etc. You know, with Woodley, hold on. With Woodley, I'm very impressed by this victory. However, where's the ceiling? That's the thing. Where can he go? That's something I'm very interested in finding out. Fabio Woodley, but wins round number 2 of the Hamza Shiraz fight. His opponent was really hurt the last second of the round. Price now. Good right hand by Hamza Shiraz. 1-2 by right hand, left hook jab by 1-2 hook by Hamza Shiraz. His opponent is looking like he won't hack it. Right hand by Hamza Shiraz. 1-2 by Hamza Shiraz. 1-2 again by Hamza Shiraz. Left uppercut, right uppercut. Right hand by Hamza Shiraz. Left hook by Hamza Shiraz. Oh my god, I can feel it from here. I can feel it from here. I can feel it. Oh my god, this is painful. This is painful. At the Alexandra Palace Arena. Is that Alexandra Palace Arena? Alexandra Palace. North London. Left hook, right hook to the body. Hamza Shiraz, do you know what he's doing? He's waiting for his opponent to gas out. Then what he's going to do, he's going to step forward and just start smacking man up. Left hook, up, right uppercut. Over to Fabio Woodley for the interview. We're going to listen to it whilst we're watching this fight. Multitasking. Right hand by Hamza Shiraz. All right, good job by Hamza Shiraz. 1-2. British title. We're proud of him. Proud. Jab. One, two. Yeah, it's a bit of a different level of a different kettle of fish. We've got AJ, Ardeo Depot, Barry Hearn, 258 behind the ropes. Over to the Frank side. It's a bit peak, fam. We've got Sheikh in corner, fam. That's all we got, fam. It's very important, to be fair. Fabio's linked up with Ben Davidson. Since when? 1-2 by Hamza Shiraz. Right, left, right. Hamza Shiraz. Right uppercut. Knocked down. His opponent's eyes busted. The referee waved it off. Wow. The Hamza Shiraz gets a second round knockout. Wow. 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 Hamza Shiraz. We need to clap, fam. We don't even need to clap, fam. Wow. 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 Big up Sheikh in the corner, fam. You probably see the same guy I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. It's not even it's not even a piss take. Like if I call him Sheikh in real life, yeah, it's a term of endearment. It's like somebody dressed up as a professor. You call it a professor or call it a doctor. It's like it's not really a piss take. That's funny though. Fabio Wardley talking about what did the headliner show. I mean, a couple more fights more, man. A couple more fights. Let's not, fam. Let's not do this, fam. You're a British title holder, fam. Let's not calm, man. Calm down, fam. Like, yeah, please. Big up, Sheikh. Wardley is in a similar position as Dubois right now. He can get beat anyone until he gets Chisora and Dillian. He's 3 fights away. Most definitely. You know who I want to see? I want to see. It's tough because Dillian's not going to fight Wardley because that's his guy, in it. Like, it's a lose-lose situation. Dillian manages him. It's a lose-lose situation. But for me, I like to see Wardley versus. This is tough, because the matchmaking. This is where it starts getting a bit techy. Wardley, I've got him here. All right, we're here now. I've got a box rec. Let me run through the list, fam. Let's look at it. He's 51st on the list. I was like, 51st. Come on, bro. 51st on the list. Why is Tyson Fury back on the list? I thought he's retired. Anyway, let's start looking at the top 20 guys. Okay, Makhmudov. Yeah, nah, that's too dangerous, fam. Makhmudov. That's that Olympic gold medalist, isn't it? Makhmudov. I swear it's the Olympic. Who's the Olympic gold medalist? The one that just the toe guy. I forgot his close though. Makhmudov. I swear it's that brother. Nah, that's someone else, fam. I'll get mistaken. Okay. Dubois, no. Ergovich, no. Yoga, maybe. I'm down for that. Otto Wallin, Mike Hunter, yeah. Coley, Pulev, yes, look at it. Pulev, nah, forget it. Let's go back down a bit. Adam Kalnaki, Zhang, Charles Martin. Yeah, this is the names we should be looking at, fam. Yeah, this is the names. Takam. Yeah, this is the names. Zhang. These are the names, fam, that I think he could be good for Fabio. Fabio Wardley now he's gone from 51st to 23rd. Okay, it's jumped now. Oh, it's switched up now. Okay, cool. Now we got to look upwards. Palladius, you got knocked out by Wilder. Nah. This is tough, bro. This is tough. This is tough because he's only 14-0. That's the issue. 15-0 now. And I want him to come up against top 50 and top 10 guys after 20, because he's not really ready for that yet. All right. If I was him, Kaudaki, perfect. Next, Kaudaki, Charles Martin. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Lucas Brown. Yeah, these are the names that we should be looking at. A Jaguar's too dangerous, fam. No way, fam. He's like Deontay Wilder power, fam. We don't need that smoke. These sorts of names. Get these sorts of names under your belt, and then just roof it, man. Roof it. That's what I'm saying. Shiraz versus Bentley. What do you think? Good fight. Good fight. I think Bentley's really impressed us recently on when he was in Vegas and he fought. I think it was Janibek. Janibek, I think that's the name. Hopefully, I'm not butchering his name. But it was a good display, good performance. It made him look poor, and I think Denzel. Do you know what? I like that fight. I like that fight. Shiraz, apart from Bradley skiers, it's not really been tested. I'd like to see him up against someone different. You understand? I think for Frank Warren, I don't get that fight. I think this is where you got to think about collaborating with Eddie Hearn. Really, truly, because these sorts of guys I think could come up against maybe. Let me just look at something actually. How high in the rankings is Hamza Shiraz? That's a good shout. Had the idea. Let me look at it now. Let me look at it now. I could be mistaken. He's not that low. I don't know. He might be top 10 in a couple of governing bodies, but we'll look at it after. It's too much hassle now. Yeah. Yeah, that's a bit bad. I will not comment. Damn. If I comment, if I speak, you know what Josie said, yeah? If I speak, it's peak, fam. If I speak, it's peak, fam. But put on a t-shirt. Is Takab still top 20? Yeah. Takab is he's not actually. I don't think he's top 20 anymore. Takam, surely I think no, Takam is like top 25, 30. These sorts of guys. I don't think Gorman. The thing is, Gorman, I don't think the more you deep, I don't think Gorman is of the level that is necessary to really test Wardley. And I think I'd like to see Wardley in and against Yoka, good shout. Takam, good shout. Bakoli, I think it's a good fight. Kaulaki, good fight. I like that. These sorts of names. Build up a couple of these names and then go on to world level afterwards. He's what is he, 27? I think I don't want him to fight for a fight for any person relevant in the top 10 until he's about 30. Really, until he's about 30. Because I think by the time he hits 30, I think if with the foundation behind him and the experience behind him, I think he can really go for it. He might take a couple of losses along the way, but it don't really matter because I think if you're on that level, if you're in and around that level, you're gonna eventually accumulate losses. Yoka lost on his record, but Coley, I think he's got a loss on his record. I could be mistaken. Who else? These sorts of guys have generally got losses on their record. So being undefeated is not really the be all and end all in the heavyweight division specifically. Because I don't, apart from Tyson Fury and Usyk, the rest I'm looking at down the list. Joe Joyce undefeated, Frank Sanchez undefeated, but after that, Philip Hergovich undefeated, but that's questionable as well. Mac McDowell, these sorts of guys Wardley, like you understand. Hellenius 4 losses. You understand? Dubois lost against Joe Joyce. Yoka lost against Bacoli. Otawale lost against Fury. Rag Hunter lost against. I can't remember. He got lost at the draw, Rag Hunter, I think. I lost the 2 draws. Don't know how you get 2 draws, to be fair. It's a bit bad. I think one was against Povetkin and the other one was against. I can't remember who. Was it? Before I click on it, was it not Huey Fury? Let me click on it. Hold on. Who is it against? Who is his draw against? Povetkin and who? Jeremy Forrest's last fight. Wow. So who did he lose to? Usyk. Ah, yes, he did lose to Usyk in the cruiserweight. I didn't remember that yet. So what was his? Did he not beat? Yeah, but he beat Bacoli. But did he not beat Huey Fury? I could be bugging out here. He beat Kresman. But did he not beat Bacoli? I mean Huey Fury. Sorry. No, I'm getting it mistaken. But you know what? I mean, these face each other. Wally versus Rivas would have been a good. Wait, Wally versus Rivas good if Rivas heavy. Apologies, guys. I don't even know what's going on. All right, we'll come back to the park of it's BT Sport. I can't click on BT Sport without it bugging out. It's got to be one of them at a time. I clocked it. It's BT Sport, fam. It's flipping mashing up my screen, fam. Bun BT. It's BT Sport, fam. I swear on my life, fam. It's BT Sport. Everything works perfect when I bruv, it's BT Sport, fam. Yeah. I don't know all the information, but I am disappointed in Okoli. I am disappointed in Okoli. Referring to Eddie as a slave master is a bit mad. I remember at the time, man, when it did come out, like it was a bit mad. It was a bit mad. He didn't. Well, he did say it. He didn't say it, but he put a picture up of Leonardo DiCaprio in the Django film, Bad Boy film. If you haven't seen it already, go give it a watch. It's one of the best films of all time. Django Unchained. As far as the 12 it came out, good film. They had a picture of the Leonardo DiCaprio who was a slave master in that film, and then he tagged at Eddie Hearn. I'm disappointed in him, fam. Well, I'm disappointed in him. I expect better from a Curly, especially if that person puts money in your pocket and puts you on the world stage. Even if they do put you dirty in terms of finances, etc., how big would a Cody be without Eddie Hearn? Let's keep it up. How big would a Cody be without Eddie Hearn? How big would a Cody be without Team AJ? Okay, I expect better from Okoli overall. But if he comes out, apologizes, then here OTC we're all forgiven, fam. It's not that deep, fam. You understand? People like I'm talking about people who should be cancelled, or people like who like how do I say it? People like Rolf Harris and people like that, fam. People who do some mad stuff, bro. Yeah, some like they shoot up a school or like these sorts of dons, fam. I think these are the type of guys who'd be cancelled, fam. Yeah, or people who like promote hatred to another level, fam. But this is like it's like a public argument, fam. It's like a public argument that went a bit over the board. Sorry, it's a bit, it's peak, but should not have done it. But now we've got Eddie. Apologies. Now we've got Dillian Whyte versus Jermaine Franklin. Dillian Whyte is about to do his ring walk. Let's see the music. I love Diddy White when he does this, man. Shout out Diddy White.
Let's go! I'm ready!
Let's go. The boy is back. The boy is back. Allah, I'm liking it. I'm liking it, man. Let's go.
Let's go! Let's go! I'm ready!
Let's go, man. I like it.
Let's go! I'm ready! Look at this frame! Look at this frame! Look at this frame!
Let's go. From the OVO Arena, shout out Drake. Might not have been anything to do with Drake, but shout out Drizzy. But Diddy White versus Dre Franklin. It's about to go down. Shout out Dre Franklin. Shout out Diddy and White. We kinda missed this, fam. We kinda missed this. This is what we needed, fam. Yeah. This is England versus the United States of America Part 2. We want Diddy to win, guys. We want Diddy to win. We hope Diddy White wins. In the meantime, someone please let me know when this fight is taking place on Parker versus Ryder. But we do hope that we're gonna flick on that fight. As soon as this fight is done, we're gonna flick it on them. Might have to miss one or two rounds, but it's calm. Because yeah, we don't want to miss this one, but we got priorities out here, fam. Billion is the priority, fam. Shout out Diddy White. Last fight was against Tyson Fury. We don't want to talk about it because it was a bit of an upsetting night. I was pissed. Joshua Watson in the arena. Rob, I'm just seeing Joshua Watson on Trutho. Where's it? Sorry, he did fight in Major. Rob, it's 5th of November, man. Who are you gonna fight? You understand? He's from Michigan, USA. Same town as Clarissa. The crowd are booed him. Jermaine Franklin, I think he's what? He's 15. What was Jermaine Franklin? 21 and 0. Decent record, but he fought a bunch of tomato cans. You know, cab drivers, Uber drivers, Royal Mail. Royal Mail on strike. I bet someone's watching. I bet some of them man are on Jermaine Franklin's resume. We got John Hardy Jr. cheering on Dillian White and the crowd and hyped up the crowd. Dillian White has got the mohawk. Yeah, this is what we need, man. This is what we need. Fight out of Brixton, London, England. We've got AJ watching through the ropes. I'm here for this, man. I am here for this. Yeah. I'm- I don't need nothing else. Man. Just give me this one. Yeah. I'm ready.
I'm ready!
All right, defend yourself at all times. But into round number 1. I miss Dillian, man. The real Dillian, not that Fury Dillian, fam. That guy, I don't know who that dog was, fam. Seconds out. Let's go. Go. Good job by Jabari Franklin. Fake jab by Dillian. Jab by Dillian. Left hook, right hand by Jabari Franklin. Jab to the body by Jabari Franklin. Double jab by Dillian. Feint. Jab by Franklin. Jab to the body by Franklin. Jermaine is on this. AJ watching through the ropes. Says something to Eddie. Meanwhile, Dillian's pivoted on the front foot. Good job by Jermaine Franklin to the body. Jab by Dillian and Whyte. They are just feeding out each other in round number 1. So far, so good in the Dillian Whyte camp. Bruh, but Jermaine Franklin shorts though. Raw. Man's got curtain shorts, fam. It is peak, fam. We noticed these things at OTC of the Gambit YouTube boxing channel. Oh, jab, right hook. Left hook by Dillian. Double jab by Franklin. Franklin pursuing forward, trying to make a name for himself. 21-0 from the Michigan State. Comes over to the UK, trying to make a name for himself. Some of the top heavyweights will be fighting in the UK in the next 12, or not 12, sorry, 3 to 6 months. Right hand to the body by Dillian. Left hook by Dillian. Yeah, that's the tactic, fam. Right hand to the body, right hand upstairs. Set up that left hook. Left, make him wobble a bit. Right hand again. Left hook over. Khalas, fam. Let's call it a night, fam. You don't get paid for overtime. That's what my coaches, they say. You don't get paid for overtime. Let's go. Jab to the head, jab to the body. Jab by Dillian. Left hook. Left hook. Good left hook by Jermaine Franklin. Jermaine, though. Man, like Jermaine, you know. Shout out to the Jermaines out there. Shout out to the Franklins out there. Speaking about Franklins, if you guys haven't seen Snowfall, yeah, bruv, powerful, fam. I ain't gassing it, yeah, but yeah, it's one of them ones. End of round number 1. I realized, yeah, after the first round, there, big events, they in Matchroom, they end up playing Snoop Dogg. Franklin was good that first round, I can't lie. Done well. I think if Dillian really thinks deep and goes for it, I think he get him the hell out of it. Big man thing. Franklin's defense is quite tight. His guard is quite good as well. He can take a punch to the body. Very impressed by Jermaine in the first round. Bodybuilder got Teddy Dillian to back him up and keep hitting him with the feint. I think the tactic is to feint, go attack again. Like that. It's a decent tactic. But without approaching to round number 2 of the Dillian Whyte versus Jermaine Franklin fight, Dillian Whyte trying to showcase why he deserves an Anthony Joshua rematch probably next year at Wembley Stadium. We need to see more from Dillian. We said that same thing earlier this year when he was fighting Tyson to Gypsy King Fury. But regardless of that, this is a new Dillian. This is a brand new Dillian. This is a fresh new Dillian. White and gold shorts. I don't think he used white and gold shorts before. Mohawk. Last time he had the Mohawk, he was on this level of smoke. I think it was the Cesaro fight where he had the white Mohawk. Well, not the white Mohawk, the thin line Mohawk. The rough and rugged Dillian. Yeah. 1-2 by Jermaine Franklin. Jab to the body by Jermaine Franklin. Jab 1-2 by Dillian back to the body. Dillian is really cooking with gas now. Jab by Dillian. Jab by Jermaine Franklin at the same time. Franklin still pursuing that jab. Right uppercut by Dillian. But missed completely. Right hook to the body. Left hook to the body. Jab. 1-2 by Dillian. 1-2. Dillian Whyte. Do you know what I noticed as well? His legs are square on. 1-2. Left hook by Jermaine Franklin. Robinson is just kind of looking a bit peaked though still. Don't know what's going on here.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Jab by Franklin. Jab by Dillian. Jab 1-2 by Franklin. Jab by Franklin. Double jab by Dillian. Jab by Dillian. It's a bit of a flat fight so far. 1-2 by Jermaine Franklin was a bit more quicker in that exchange. 1-2 by Dillian. Left hook. Double jab by Dillian. 1-2 by Franklin. Jab. 1-2 by Franklin. Missed completely. Left hook to the body. Right hand upstairs by Franklin. Fam.
Big man thing, yeah? It's not looking good, bruv. It's not looking good.
Fam. AJ is just telling man, fam, move away from me, fam. Stop looking at here, fam. It's me here. Do you know, I've noticed with AJ as well, he's proper old school. You can tell. He ain't on the new school thing. The way he vibes, like it's proper old school. He's 30 years old, like 31, 32. All right, we're back in it. Round number 3 of Eddie Hearn and Dillian Whyte versus Jermaine Franklin. Dillian Whyte been looking a bit sloppy in the first couple of rounds. Jermaine Franklin really popping off, not doing nothing too drastic. Nobody's been wobbled drastically, but it's the heavyweight boxing. We saw it against Dillian versus Cesaro in the second fight, with Dillian didn't look fantastic for the early part of the fight. Came into it a little bit later, but out of the blue, one left hook, and Derek Cesaro was lying there flat on his back. Dillian Whyte has got that knockout power. Jermaine Franklin, left hook, powerful, fam. 1-2 uppercut by Dillian. So far, it's not looking good for Dillian
Don't tell
Whyte.
me about my dog. I know my dog.
Wrong one.
Big man thing, yeah? It's not looking good, bruv. It's not looking good.
Fam. Dillian Whyte, good job by Dillian. Double jab by Dillian. Left hook to the body by Dillian. Right hand by Dillian. Push. Good attack. Jab by Dillian. All right, now we're cooking. A minute and 40 seconds on the clock. Left hook to the body. Dillian Whyte with the wolf shorts. He's got a wolf on his bum. Now, does that mean the wolf's eating this? No. Let's not go there. Left hook to the body by Dillian. A minute and a half on the clock. Let's go. Right hand by Dillian. Franklin looks like He's a bit worn down. 1-2 by Dillian. What a power shot. Pushed back by Dillian. 1-2. Uppercut by Dillian. Roll. Good work by Dillian. So far, so good. Now we're cooking. Now we're looking at Dillian. Jab by Franklin. Double left hook by Dillian's getting caught, man. Every shot he's getting caught. Left hook to the body by Dillian. Jermaine Franklin, yeah, his belt is like halfway up his like belly, fam. Like, I don't know if that's right, you know. Big bad thing. It's a bit wrong. Left hook to the body by Dillian. Jab, double jab, push. 30 seconds on the clock. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, fam. Come on, Dillian. Good defense by Dillian. See, this is what I'm talking about. Double jab, right hand by Dillian. Right uppercut by Dillian. Left hook. Dillian can land an uppercut if he really chooses to. He can land an uppercut. 1-2 by Dillian. Once that guy comes in, left uppercut, right hand. It can work. It can work, but he's not exploring all like options. You understand? Just doing that same, pushing him back, 1-2, like he's doing the same shots. And this is what, you know what we say we need to see more. These are the reasons why. Some good moments in the fight so far, but also some one way to sum it up.
Sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit.
That's exactly how you would sum this fight up so far from Dillian and his performance so far. Bro, where's the old Dillian, fam? That's what I'm talking about. I need smoke from. I need careless smoke from. Like, I need recklessness, fam. I need absolute like power punches. I need flipping like these two, bruv. I don't know what this done is, fam. Anyway, Dillian Whyte, let's go. Still could get the knockout. Jab by Dillian. Good knockout in this fight will do the world of wonders. David Hayes got Dillian Whyte drawing. I'm not a fan of all of this, man. How can you draw after 3 rounds? Ooh, good right hand by Mr. Franklin. 1-2 by Franklin. Franklin, the thing is, yeah, Franklin is throwing much more shots than Dillian, but the thing is, Dillian needs to really just really needs to throw 3-4 punches, fam, combos, fam. We don't need none of this, like 1, 2, like, bro, we need to step it up, fam. This is a big fight, man. Yeah, we want to fight AJ next. Step it up, fam. None of this. 1. Fade, uppercut, fade, jab, bruv. That's it. Good uppercut, left hook, fam. This is what I'm talking about, fam. Yeah, power punches, fam. Only power punches, fam. OPP, fam. That's what we need, fam. We need this OPP energy, fam. We don't none of this nonsense, fam. Yeah, none of this pity patty, fainty nonsense, fam. Yeah. Twist that arm into him, fam. Twist that elbow into him, fam. Do you know what I mean? You know what I mean, fam? Left hook by right uppercut by Dillian Whyte. Jab by Franklin. 1-2 by Dillian. A little under a minute on the clock. Double jab by Jermaine Franklin. Jermaine Franklin is getting this work in, fam. And you know what it is? 1-2 by Dillian. But it's not. He needs to create openings. He's trying to throw body shots. I know he's the body snatcher, but sometimes the body snatcher needs to become the head snatcher, fam. Yeah, and lick off his head, fam. None of this, artsy-fartsy malarkey, fam. Yeah, forget body snatcher. This is the head top snatcher, fam. Yeah, double jab, right hand by Dillian. Yeah, Follow it up, man. Just follow it up, man. Because you're eating these shots. Just go for it, man. That's what I'm talking about. 1-2 by Franklin. That's the energy we need. And the roundup of, I think that's round number 3 or 4. I think it's 4. I think. Bruv, it's not looking good, man. None of this pity patty, arty nonsense, fam. Yeah, he needs to just. Do you know what I'm saying, fam? Do you not know what I'm talking about, fam? Like, this brother, like, I want Dilly to win, man. I really want Dilly to win, man. If Dilly loses this fight, I promise you, guys, I am gonna be fuming, fam. I won't talk, fam. Like, I'll just lock off the thing. What, fam? Bodybuilder saying stay low. Back him up. Back him up. Stay low, fam. Yeah? How low can you go? That's what we need, fam. We don't need all of this pity patty nonsense, fam. Bodybuilder's on the same vibe as man. He just said it in a nicer way. I agree. Let's keep it moving. It's round number 5 of Whyte Franklin. Yeah? We want to end the year off with a good dealing Whyte knockout. That's what we need, fam. Guys, British boxing has been shit this year. Yeah? Absolute whack, fam. I'm talking about in the UK specifically. Like, British fights, yeah? I'm not counting the Katie Taylor fight because that was an MSG, fam. I'm talking about UK fights. The only fight we really got this year was Dilly Whyte versus, ironically, Dilly Whyte fight. It was coming up against Tyson Fury. That wasn't really a great fight. Everything else was just dross. The actually the light heavyweight fight between Whyte versus Craig was a good fight, but like what I can count one hand how many good British fights that were happening this year, and it's up to November now. Yeah, a good Dilly Whyte knockout, a highlight reel would be perfect. We'll top it up. At least give me that, fam. At least give me that a Chisora win. What's going on here, fam? Under the belt shot, Dilly Whyte wanted to relax a bit. Jermaine Franklin said, nah, bro, let's keep it boxing, fam. And Dilly said, you know what? Yeah, say no more, fam. Let's continue. A minute, 45 seconds on the clock. Jab, right. Dilly Whyte, yeah, needs to just throw the shots. I think he's hesitating throwing it. Throw it. Whyte, 40 shots thrown. Jermaine Franklin, 55. Bruv, keep the statistics there for longer, fam. Allow it, man. Right, left uppercut by Dillian. This is a tough ask for Dillian to knock this guy out, man. Dillian looks knackered already. We're into round number 5. Bruv, what was that shit, fam? Left uppercut. Dillian is not really... It's poor shots, man. It's not even with any level of accuracy. He's just like, bruv, like Big Mud Ting. Wake up, bruv. Left hook, uppercut. That's it. Left hook. That's it. Jab. 1-2 by Dillian. Dillian's on the ropes. Franklin is letting his hands go. Oh my goodness. Uh-oh. This is not good, fam. This is not good.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Fam.
Big man thing, yeah? It's not looking good, bruv. It's not looking good.
Left hook to the body by Dillian. Jab by Dillian. Right uppercut by Franklin. Landed perfectly. Right uppercut by Franklin. Again. Good shots. Good duck by Dillian. Left hook to the body by Dillian. This is what we need, fam. But I'm liking this boxing, but I'm not liking the performance. Good right uppercut by Franklin. Franklin, yeah. He's doing his thing. He is doing his thing. Guys, honestly, I can't believe what I'm watching, man. Honestly, I'm very, very concerned. I'm concerned, man. I'm very concerned, man. I'm not even scoring this fight, fam. Because I'm too scared to worry to score it, man. Right, we're now to round number 6 of 12. Let me know, guys, if how's it going in the other fight, the Ryder versus Parker fight. We might switch on shortly afterwards, but right now we've got some important matters to discuss. Oh my god, that was a good punch from Franklin, man. What a shot! 1-2 by Jermaine Franklin. Dillard's getting touched up here, fam. Nah, man. That Fury beating, man, could have done. Oh, Jermaine Franklin's looking for the uppercut, man. Oh my goodness, fam. I don't, fam. Please, oh god, please, man. I don't want to see this, man. Please, jab. Left hook to the body by Dillian. 2 minutes on the clock. Right hand by Jermaine Franklin. Jab to the body by Jermaine Franklin. 2 minutes on the clock. Right hand, left hook by Dillian Whyte. Jab by Dillian. Again, left uppercut by Dillian. Right, left hook by Dillian. Dillian looks knackered, bro. Right hand by Dillian. Left hook by Dillian. Left hook, right hook to the body by Dillian. Right uppercut by Dillian. He needs to throw one back by left hook, but just let 1-2 by Franklin. Franklin's really doing well, man. Well done, Franklin. Double jab. Right uppercut by Dillian. Left hook by Dillian. Right hand, left hook by Dillian. Wow, Dillian. Jab to the body by Franklin. We can't be, bruv. England yesterday, fam. And now Jermaine Franklin today, fam. Nah, man. Surely not, fam. Please. Surely not, fam. Left hook to the body by Dillian. Franklin is hungry, fam. Franklin is here. He is playing no games, fam. Right uppercut by Dillian. Why are you stopping Dillian, fam? Fucking, what is wrong with me, fam? Jab by Dillian. Let's go. Let's go. Right hook to the body by Dillian. Left hook by Dillian. 1-2. Oh, 1-2 by Jermaine Franklin. Left hook by Jermaine Franklin. Right hook. 1-2. Right hand by Jermaine Franklin. Oh my goodness. Astaghfirullah. What's going on here, fam? Roll. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Big man thing, yeah? It's not looking good, bruv. It's not looking good.
Our boy's getting punched up, guys. Our boy's getting punched up. Bruv. I'm okay. Without in between rounds, when I say the round started, that's when the bell's gone. Oh my goodness. I can't see this no more, please. Double jab by Dillian. Dillian's looking like a victim today, fam. Come on, Dillian, man. Let's go, bro. The body snatcher. We could do it, man. Let's go. Right up, back up with Dillian. Let's go. Jab by Dillian. Jab. 1-2 by Dillian. Let's go. Jab by Dillian. Oh my goodness. Dillian. Jab. Good job by Dillian. AG's looking up. Eyeing him up, bruv. Left hook by Franklin. Left hook right hand by Franklin. Jab by Franklin. Double jab. Double jab. Well, why just double jabbing, lad? What is the point, fam? Just a double jab, a right hand, bruv. Through the ropes, fam. Put your back into it and all, if you have to. Yeah? Just, bruv, go for it. Oh my God, Lawrence Okoli's here. Big up Lawrence Okoli. He's sitting, already sitting on the other side. Away from Eddie, fam. Away from Eddie. His peak. Left hook, right hand by Dillian. Right uppercut by Dillian. Dillian's got Franklin in the headlock. A minute and 12 seconds on the clock. A minute and 11. A minute and 10. 1-2 by Dillian. Jab. Right hand. Left. Right hand by Dillian. Good job. Right hand by Dillian. Get it. Left hook by Dillian. Jab. Right hand by Dillian. Let's go.
Let's go! I'm ready!
Come on, Dillian. 55 seconds on the clock. Jab. Dude, empty out the right hand. That right hand. Again. Again. Wait. Oh. Reset. 42 seconds on the clock. Reset. Reset. Relax. Wait an extra 5 seconds and then go for it, fam. Yeah, don't give him time to do a last minute for it. Oh my God. Oh my God. Left hook, right hand by Franklin. Franklin's accuracy is a lot more sharper than Dillian's. Dillian's a little bit more sloppy with his work. Without actually scoring the fight, I have seen Franklin slightly a little bit ahead, but it's a tough fight to score. So far, I think Dillian hasn't looked himself. He looked a bit off. He looks a bit sloppy, defensively off, all over the place. But so far, it's a very good contest. It is the last fight for Dillian Whyte. Excuse the rhyme. Bodybuilders instructed him to pursue the jab. Good tactic. Just rhythm. It's about rhythm. Right, jab. Once you get just used to the jab, you can then start adopting every other shot afterwards. But if you can't, if every other shot is all over the place, then maybe you start keeping on the jab. Okay, I could have been a little bit wrong early on when I cussed out the jab, but I expect, bruv, he was just jabbing, stop, double jab, stop. Like, bruv, all square or David scorecards. It is quite close though, I can't lie. Dillian has been told to stay behind the jab. Good job by Dillian. Jab, double jab by Dillian. Okay, he's taking instructions as well. Stay low. Jab. Good. That's what I'm talking about. Sometimes you just got to keep it simple. Jab. Fade. Jab. All you got to do is stay behind the jab. That's it. Why are you throwing the right hand? He throws the right hand and Jermaine Franklin push, like advances forward. The only reason why Jermaine Franklin's advancing forward is because you threw a shot that wasn't supposed to be thrown. Oh my God. Oh my God. The uppercut's got through the guard. Left hook to the body by Dillian. Double jab. Double jab. Right uppercut. Left hook. Oh my God. Good. Right hand by Franklin. Oh my God. Good right hand by Franklin. My goodness gracious me. These power shots are paid for, fam. I can feel it from here, fam. I don't know where it's being played or where the fight is, fam. I think it's at Wembley Arena. The OVO Stadium, I think Wembley Arena in West. I'm on the other side of London. And I could tell you, I could feel the punches from here. Jab by Dillian, left hook, right hand by Franklin. Oh my goodness, this is Franklin's on his thing tonight, fam. He's had his Weetabix. Franklin's had his Weetabix, fam. Big man thing. I knew it, fam. I predicted this. I predicted it, fam. Put some respect on my mother effing name, fam. OTC predicted it, fam. Check the records, fam. Yeah? I won a prediction league. Oh my goodness. It's cooking up here. Let's go. Apologies, guys. Back to the bus of my hand. Dillian Whyte. Right hand to the body. I said round number 9 or 10 in this fight. I think. Was it the Wardley one? No, I said round number 5 or 6 for Dillian. Franklin. Right uppercut. Left hook by Dillian. To the body. 1. Right. Left hook by Dillian. Left hook to the body by Dillian. Dillian needs to let Dillian. That's it. Signature move. Yeah? Signature move. Signature move. Right hand, left hook. Right hand, left hook. Finish him off. Right hand, left hook. Feint. Right hand. That left hook should come in like a hammer. Franklin, hold, apologies, guys. TKO, that's what I'm talking about. I knew it, bro. I was watching it, yeah. I'm not watching. I was doing. I was looking to predict the fight, yeah, on the app here. And I saw, and I was a bit 50-50, but I said, you know what? We'll go John Ryder, fam. Everything about John Ryder, the Gorilla, fam. John Ryder, fam. We'll go for it, fam. He's done this thing. Big up John Ryder, fam. From North. Yeah, from North London, fam. Islington. Trades have kind of been ironically. Well, I don't know if it trades could have been nowadays, but I think it used to. Franklin got that uppercut if he sets it up. Absolutely, agreed. Is this the last fight for Dillian Whyte 3? Excuse the rhyme. No. Hopefully not. Franklin's a good boxer, you know. Absolutely. Went to round number 9 of 12. Went to round number 9. What a fight, fam. This is the England versus flipping USA what's it called? The match yesterday, fam. USA were on top, fam, doing their thing. England had a couple of good moments, but it was USA that were really the dominating team. Ended up a draw. A draw, fam. Can you imagine it ends a draw? Guys, put a tenner on it. Actually, don't listen to me, guys. Don't listen to me. Yo, imagine it's a draw, fam. Jab. Oh my goodness, this could be a draw. Jab. Jab, right hand. Dillian's so close, bro. Left hook to the body. Left hook by Franklin. Franklin's got a second win. What did they put in that water, fam? Let's go. Double jab. Frank Smith on his phone. Get off the phone, Frank, bruv. Barry Hearn watching with a bit of anxiousness. Eddie Hearn with a little bit of discontent in his body. Dillian Whyte still pursuing the attack, still pushing forward. Ooh! Jab to the body, left hook upstairs. If Dillian Whyte followed up on that, could have been a light knockdown. Good. Dillian Whyte could take him out, you know. Chisora part 2, fam. 1-2 by Franklin. This is a good advertisement for Franklin next to come in the fight. If he does his thing, he does his thing. 1-2 by Franklin. Left hook by Franklin. Double left hook by Dillian. Dillian at least should clean it. 1-2 hook by Franklin. My goodness. Let's go. Bring up to everybody in the trap. You guys. Oh my goodness. Good right hand by Franklin. My goodness. I saw it. 1-2. Jermaine Franklin. My goodness. I saw it, fam. I saw it clean. Bang. Yeah. Franklin was, Dillian was like, whoa. What's going on here, fam? What happened, fam? Nah, I ain't on it, fam. I Cody, fam. That's. Oops. Okoli will mash me up, fam. Okoli. I ain't on it, fam. I am not on it, fam. Okoli will take me out, fam. Okoli will finish me off, fam. I could take a couple of people, but when you're looking at these sorts of dons, 6'5" man, 6'7" dons, bruv, I wouldn't be able to throw. My jab wasn't even able to land. I would, bruv, honestly, I think I sparred with a guy 6'4", yeah. I had to jump to jab him, fam. Yeah, I picked that was, fam. I had to jump just to throw, but I just ended up just throwing body shots, fam. But like, it was that peak, fam. I had to jump to jab these studs, fam. Yeah. So ain't no way that these men are going to, like, I wouldn't be able to hit them. Fam. Unless they drop down and put their face there, then maybe. But fam, if they just stand up straight and keep on their jab, it's long. I won't be able to hit them. Jab, double jab. 1-2, left, right uppercut by Franklin. What? That's a good combo, fam. 1-2 uppercut, fam. That's a good combo, fam. Because what he's done is setting up 1-2. Ooh. Jermaine Franklin with textbook 3-punch combos, but Dillian Whyte needs to read it better. Dillian Whyte has been rubbish, fam, this whole fight, fam. I expect better from him. Dillian Whyte, man. Left hook to the body by Dillian. Right uppercut by Dillian. Jab, 1-2 by Dillian. Left hook by Dillian. Right uppercut by Dillian. Oh my goodness, Dillian is getting smoked, fam. Dillian is getting smoked. We're out to round number 10. Double jab, right hand, triple jab. I think there was a triple jab, right hand. Left hook, right hand to the body by Franklin. This is Franklin's round written all over it. One, two, three by Franklin. Franklin is it's all Franklin, man. Roll. See, all of this fucking around, bro. Sorry, apologies for my language, fam. Yeah, all of this mucking around, bruv. Yeah, is what's causing Dillian problems, fam. He does this. In the meantime, Franklin's throwing his hands, bruv. Yeah, and landing the shot. Oh, left to right uppercut by Dillian. Dillian needs to hold his guard high. High guard, fam. And keep it stepping, fam. Referee trying to pull them apart. Wow. Absolutely. I'm back. Oh! Big right hand from Dillian. What happened there? I thought, hold on. I thought it was literally like round over. Wow, okay. That's by the Kurtz on the same wavelength. Well, bruv, we're on the same thing here. Stay in your shelf, fam. Higher guard, as I'm talking about, fam. Stay in that guard, fam. Stay there, fam. Just put your hands on your gloves, put your gloves on your head, fam, yeah? And just stay there, fam. And just Chisora the thing, fam. Just Chisora the thing, fam. That's all you gotta do. Like nothing crazy. Chisora. Mike Tyson, fam. That's it, fam. That's all you gotta do, fam. I'll run down the clock, fam. Good shot by Dillian towards the back end of that fight, but it's Franklin's round, man. Like I'm not one shot, fam. But my memory's not been erased. Dillian has been rocked a few times. Agreed. At least you see the punch stats. I can tell you the punch stats myself, fam. Jermaine Franklin's thrown a lot more shots. He's landed a lot more. But it's not even comparable, fam. My man's throwing 3-4 punch combinations. Dillian's throwing 2 at best, maybe 3 on occasion, but nothing of the frequency and the duration. So he's not. He's not performing of the same level as Jermaine Franklin. He may have nicked a couple more rounds here and there, but I expect better from him. 2 minutes and 10 seconds on the clock in round number 11 of 12. I would never have expected this to go to 11 rounds. This is a very, how would I describe it? See, punch stats 5-13 thrown to 5-12 from Franklin. Bullshit, fam. Sorry, that's total power punches. So maybe that could be right. Nah, surely not, fam. Nah, I'm sorry. This is fake. That's fake, bro. I'm sorry. That's fake, bro. No, that can't be possible. Are we watching the same fight? Jab, right hand. Left hook. Joe, they need to put some kind of like Fitbit in the arm, fam, so you can track power punches. Stay behind the jab. Buddy McGirt is shouting from top of his lungs. Stay behind the jab. Stay behind the jab. Stay behind the jab. And he's not listening, fam. That's what happens when you don't listen, fam. Yeah? Buddy McGirt is saying butt to the jab. And Dillian Whyte is doing his own thing. He's just freestyling. What a poor. Come on. Right uppercut by Dillian. Left uppercut by Dillian. Right hand by Dillian. Left hook by Dillian. Left hook to the body by Dillian. Jermaine Franklin is letting his hands go. What a fight we got in the hand. Right hand by Franklin. Oh my goodness. Ain't no way, fam. Franklin being told off for headbutting, fam. Man's on this is Zidane thing, fam. Yeah? You don't need to head her, fam. Why you need to head her, fam? Oh my goodness. Last round. Body McGirt, go to the body, and stay behind your defense. I mean, for Buddy McGirt, what is the point at this? What's the point? You've told him to stay behind the jab, and my man's just freestyling, fam. I can see it. I can hear it, fam. Stay behind the jab. Stay behind the jab. And all I'm seeing is this. Dillian Whyte do this. Does that look like a jab to you? That's not a jab, fam. Jab. Yeah? Last round, fam. Stay behind the defense. Hook to the body. And hook when you can. Like, knock out when you can. They realize you can't knock this guy out, fam. This guy's not Chisora, fam. You can't knock him out. But I think Dillian Whyte's got his other ideas. All square on David Hayes' scorecard. I have it like I don't know who won this fight. It's basically on this last round. Left hook to the body by Jermaine Franklin. Double jab. Not really what he told you, Dillian, but let's keep it going. Right uppercut by Dillian. Defense got to be tight. Your hands already on the floor. Double jab. 1, 2, 3. Why is Dillian unable to throw 3-4 punch combinations, fam? Now, he just looks knackered. He looks tired. He looks... Oh, right uppercut by Dillian. Jab by Dillian. Right hook to the body by Dillian. Keep your defense. Mike Tyson. Keep behind the show. Come on, man. This is poor, bro. Jab by Dillian. Do you know what I think they've done? They've defended like that so you can protect against the uppercut. They're doing that so if uppercut, at least you can defend against it a little better. You can step back. I think that's the aim. Right hand. Right uppercut by Dillian. Left hook. Right uppercut by Dillian. Push. Jab. Left uppercut by Dillian. This could be a draw, you know. This could be a draw. This could be a draw, guys. Left hook by Dillian. Left hook by Franklin as well. Franklin throws 1-2 by Dillian. Dillian Whyte just stayed in the pocket, just waiting for things to happen. Wake up, bruv. Left hook by Dillian. Right hand by Dillian. A minute on the clock. 1 minute to go. 1 minute to go on my clock. 1, 2. Left hook by Dillian. Right uppercut by Dillian. Just keep throwing, bro. Right on left hook. Oh! Oh! Left hook by Dillian. For Franklin. Left hook by Dillian. Jab by Franklin. What? He took the punch of all punches. Dillian left hook by Franklin. Dillian Whyte's legs are gone. Right hand by Dillian. Right uppercut by Dillian. Franklin is gone, fam. Wallahi is gone, fam. Dillian, listen, run to it, run. That's it. Left hook by Dillian. Oh my God, Franklin. Franklin's gone. Left hook. Oh my God. That's technically a knockdown because he fell back on the ropes. He felt like he got knocked down. He fell back on the ropes. So like the ropes kind of saved him. But it's hard to tell because the heavyweights, like they're kind of big in it. Like the ropes are gonna really like show, like how. But fam, I don't know. I don't know, guys. Let me know who you guys have won in this fight. I don't know. I don't know, fam. I think Dillian won that fight, but it could go either way. I won't be mad if it goes either way. I think Franklin put up an amazing display, an amazing performance, consistent combination punches, speed, accuracy, timing, better endurance than Dillian. Dillian threw a little bit more power punches. And that is the thing that could be the savior in this bout. It's the power punches, and it's tough because I think some of the early part of the fight, I think that's where it was probably won or lost. It's a difficult fight to call. I expected more from Dillian, but I'm at the same time impressed by the performance of Jermaine Franklin. Dillian Whyte's uppercut wasn't really tested, which is something that I was quite fearful of going into the fight. We got Dizzy Rascal in the house. I can see him in the background. Shout out, Dizzy. Ripper for Ravage. Holla and Damage. I'm the full package. Why did they talk like I'm not established? Sorry. Making up realities. I'm in my challenge basing up the challenge of Alice. Sorry. Back to boxing. But who do you guys have with the fight? It might be a draw by you better done for. I got Franklin just ahead. Could be a draw, fam. Bro, we could be seeing America versus England. 2 draws in 2 days, fam. I don't want to see this again, fam. 2 draws in 2 days, fam. Oh my goodness. If I see this, bro. To be fair with Dillian, yeah, he's never had a draw in his career. You know, first time for everything. It's always good to pop the cherry, but round of applause to Dillian, a round of applause to Jermaine Franklin. What a performance from the pair of them. Let's go. Judges scorecard. Let's go. Marco Alexander. 115. 115, 115, a draw. 116, 112. Nah. Impossible. Winner by majority decision. Dillian, the body snatcher, Whyte. Yo, that's two poor scorecards. I don't know, fam. It's a bit peak, fam. And yeah, it's a tough. It's a tough. Yeah. I don't know what to think of that. I can't lie. Did it, AJ? Best friend. Did it, AJ? Loving each other now. I like it, man. Well, I like it and I don't like it at the same time. I like it because, you know, I don't like people in the same community just going up against each other, fam, and locking heads and you know, seeing them give each other just hate and etc. I don't like it, man. But I do want to see them fight, and I want to see them get into the ring in a respectful way. Do you understand? In a respectful way. Wow. 112 is harsh. Trust me, that's harsh, bro. Wallahi, that's harsh. 112, fam. That's not 112, fam. No way, fam. Impossible. I said it could go either way. It's close. 116, 112. That's taking a piss, fam. Hometown decision. 112. Give Franklin. Bruv. Jermaine. Jermaine done his thing. Dillian Whyte says got to believe in this coach. Nevertheless, yeah, it was the scorecard was so wide. It's that, yeah. I locked that shit down, yeah, but nah. Skylar says, nah, man, wait till all of this friendly behavior. Last time, no, what is all this behavior? Oh, yeah, what is all this friendly behavior? The last time Dillian was all this tickling and pally pally. He got uppercutted by Fury. 100% agree. But there's respectful and pally pally, fam. When I mean respectful, I'll give you an example, right? You could just bring up Jermaine Franklin. You could say, you can say, listen, Jermaine Franklin thought he got robbed, but it's tough. Overall, I'll be straight. Oh, whoa. Back to life. Sorry. Oh, what's going on? Big Bad Zones. Yeah. In terms of the pally stuff, for me on the personal level, I think you can be respectful. You don't need to be best friends, but you can be respectful. You can sit there and say, listen, he's a tough fighter, yeah, but I think I've got enough to win. I'm gonna give it my all, and I'm confident that I can win. Like, you could be respectful, fam. You don't need to start calling each other's mums or like start cussing them all, bro. Who have you beaten, fam? Fam. Oh, what's up, bro? You don't need to start doing all of that stuff, yeah. Look at the Eastern European fighters, fam. Look at them, fam. Yeah. How much smack talk did you see from Alexander Usyk, fam? None. Zero. What's his name? Manny Pacquiao. Same thing, fam. There's no smoke, fam. AJ, bad at the people, taking selfies with the girls, fam. Yeah, AJ's a dangerous person, fam. You don't bring a girl to the event, fam. To a boxing event, fam. It's peak, fam. It's peak, fam. You don't bring your girl to the boxing event. Yeah. But in terms of Dillian, when Dillian's not aggressive, he loses his edge. Agreed, but you don't. You could be respectful, and I think if Dillian's respectful, like there's a fine line. There's being aggressive, and then it's just like they're just cussing. Like, you not know what I'm talking about, yeah. I'll give you an example. Monday Night Smoke, War TC, aggressive, yeah, but not really disrespectful, if you know what I mean. Last week's bout between Spencer and Maestro, a little bit on the disrespectful side that went on. You understand what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm talking about. You don't need to start cussing each other out completely. You can say, listen, I respect it, but all I'm saying is, yeah, I think I'm gonna win. I'm gonna give him my all. I'll tell you this now. I'm gonna. But do you know what it is? I think when it comes to Dillian, it's a grudge match, and I know he's gonna give it his all. So he doesn't really need to do much to get himself in the mental state of mind. Like, literally before the fight, he just needs to watch himself getting smacked up by AJ, and then he'll just kick it into gear. If that makes sense. He's not going to treat AJ like Jermaine Franklin. I'll tell you that for free. Big up for you. Big up to you for the watch along, bro. I'll chat to you later. Big up, man. Always showing love, care, and support, man. I appreciate all the support that Banj has been provided as well. Avid support along with Skylander, Human Dunfor, etc., etc., etc. Big up Dennis Gardner. Who do you think won? For me, I wasn't scoring it rubber, but I had it a draw, man. A big man thing. The more I deep it, yeah, I think it's kind of a draw. If anyone deserved to win, it would be Franklin. Because Franklin was throwing more punches. And a person like me, I like guys who throw more punches in a fight. And I just find it weird, bro. You see 3 punches in a round there, 3-4 punches in a round, and you won that round. Makes no sense. Unless the guy's wobbling, like flipping all over the place, fam, yeah. You need to throw a lot of shots to actually win a round. And I think that Franklin, he done well. And I think a lot of his works kind of went a little bit unnoticed. So I think Franklin kind of won that fight for me. Or it was a draw. I didn't think that Dillian won. If you thought Dillian won, it would have been a bit. It's a bit like, yeah, it's a bit unfair, but it was close. It was a close fight, so I'm not really mad at it. I would say it's a robbery. When it did not agree. I think I said that Spence was. Look, when it comes to all of the guys involved, I think it's tough because Spencer's the man I have a lot of respect for. I've got a lot of respect for Spence, and I've got a lot of respect for Maestro, Bruce Kai, etc. And if one of them was like, preferably I didn't want them to be, in an argument with each other. That's the issue. I think when you've got guys Okay, for example, Spencer. The thing is, you can also have to think to yourself, what are you expecting from Spencer? He is he is an avid like yard supporter. He would then he will be the corner providing. He may even be in the on the ring walk. He may be in the corner. Like that's his like nephew. Look, I don't know if it's blood nephew, but like that's it. Literally, he treats Yard like his nephew, fam. And when you got man saying, "Yo, like I think Yard, Yard's gonna get me," when they try, bigging up a guy who your nephew's going in the ring against, it's like you don't want to even entertain the idea of how good the other guy is. Um, and he said that once or twice, and I think that when you keep pushing the boundary. Yes, Spencer could have been a bit better, but at the same time, it's environment as well. It's all a matter of environment. Like if let's just say your brother was fighting on a boxing match against I don't know Peterbiev or whoever, or yeah, because he considered today as a brother. Yeah, so let's just say your brother was training a fighter to be getting into the ring on that night, for example. Okay, whether it be training, fighting, whatever. Okay, if some people outside of that say, "Yo, your opponent though, you're this," brother, you don't want to be hearing it, man. You don't really want to be hearing it. So I can understand where Spencer is coming from. Um, the minstrel part, it was. I understood. You know what it is? It's American versus UK banter, fam. This is where it starts getting a bit techie because it is. I understood. Yeah, Spencer could have been better, and I think all parties could have been a little bit cleaner, fam. But yeah, that's all I've got to say on it, fam. Got nothing bad to say about Spencer and the guys. Big them up. Spencer's done a lot for boxing, to be fair, over the years. Like, yeah, he's done a lot, man. Like a lot of people, both in the media game and in the ring, have got a lot to owe to Spencer. And it's one of the ones that it's like, yeah, he's not perfect, but you understand. So he has no justification. Yeah, you can't. I understand where he's coming from. I understand where he's coming from. And you know what's crazy? When people ask me how I think Peterbiev fight is going to go, yeah, I can't bring myself to sit there and say, yo, I watch the Peterbiev like tapes because if I start watching Peterbiev tape, fam, I'm gonna my anxiety levels will go through the roof, bro. Yeah, I'll just sit there thinking, bruv, yo, it's about to be an absolute battering, but he's a good fighter. And I think deep down probably Spencer will say the same thing. It's just that do you know what it is when you know the guys as well, Spencer and you know KJ, you know these men for a while. I can understand how it ended up in that circumstance because Spencer takes the piss out of KG and Travis. So yeah, in that environment, I can imagine if just carrying on. Anyone else that jumps there would probably take the piss of them as well. It's one of them ones. Like I can understand it, but yeah, he could have been a bit better. I'm sure he probably look back at it and say, you know what, I made a mistake there. And move forward. For me, if I was Spencer, I'll just do interviews, but after that, nothing. Like I wouldn't do no Monday Night Smoke, fam. No Monday Night Smoke, just interviews. Maybe a pod. That's it. Nothing else. Nothing else. Because when you start getting into argument, it starts like you end up looking bad out of it. Especially when when you're so close to the camp, it's like personal to you. So you start like saying things that you might not have said if it was another fighter, and that's how it works. You know what I'm saying? Um, but big up Spence as well. Probably we'll see him tomorrow. To be fair, mad thing. Anyway, this has been 2 hours and 20 minutes, fam. Mad thing. Yeah. Next week, guys. Much love to all of you guys' support as well. What a listen. We had a good night today, man. Fabio Wardley KO. Dillian Whyte KO. No, Dillian Whyte point to win. A lot of talking points there. And then we also had on the other side, which I got to go back and watch, John Ryder knocking out Parker, fam. Matchroom are winning tonight, fam. Matchroom are eating. Eddie sent my man out on loan, and he just went out and he had one thing in mind. He got the assignment, fam. The smack up Frank's boys, fam. His assignment was to go in and smack up Frank's boy, and come back from to the block, fam. Yeah, he got the assignment. He done his thing, but big him up. It's about competitive advantage. If England keep looking at France right now and talk about good how they are they? Yeah, they would lose confidence. Yeah, that's the thing. You know what I'm talking about. When you inflate somebody else, not inflate, but when you start looking at somebody else's ability and you overinflate it, from you lose confidence. Bro. Imagine if England come up against France and we just see hell and England plays here, brother. Imagine you go into the change room, you see like I was about to say Maguire, fam, but like someone else here, like just watching. Okay, who's going to be the right back? Okay, Trippier or like Luke Shaw. Yeah, they just sit there watching Mbappe compilations, fam. Yeah, and Mbappe just ripping up man, yeah, and doing a madness. I can't lie, yeah. If I was in that change room, I'd just take the phone out, slap them out of their hand, fam. Like, bruv, wake up, fam. Okay, this guy is not gonna do nothing to you tonight, fam. You can't like, you know what it is. Your brain is like it's like a defense mechanism. It's like a brick wall. Okay, if you start letting these things go, like penetrate through the wall, fam, it start infecting the brain. It's like a virus, fam. Start infecting the brain, fam. You start thinking raw, fam. You'll be defeated before you enter the arena. Look at Denzel Bentley versus Janibek, okay? Denzel Bentley went into the ring, Denzel, and with no fear and put in a good performance and was very, it was a close fight and he just about lost, okay? And imagine if Spencer Fearon on YouTube turns around and says, listen, the Turpier, powerful guy. Yeah, man, good record. A good amateur record. I started gassing up him, fam. When Anthony R watches that, fam, like, raw, fam. Uncle Spence is like gassing up my man. Raw, fam. Does he think I'm going to lose, fam? Bruv, you understand? You understand? It all comes down to just not letting that possibility enter your mind frame. But it's a good discussion, actually. You know, it's a good topic. You know, I can't lie. Because it does open up to a wider discussion about just acknowledging the ability of your opponent and the ability of people who are close to you in the camp, etc. So I hear what everyone's saying. Anyway, Fury versus Chisora next week, Saturday. We'll be watching Fury versus Derek Chisora here out the Games Box YouTube channel. Hold on, guys. Apologies. Bear with me. Banners. Let's take this banner off, bruv. Yeah. Still on the Dilly White fight. That's what AJ did. Bruv. AJ. Bruv. Yo. AJ. You know what? You're right, you know. You are right, fam. AJ done that with Usyk. I remember. I did hear something like that. He was watching, like, it was a different case. Like, he was watching YouTube videos of other fights, like old school fights in the change room before the Usyk 1 fight. Okay. He then went into the ring asking everyone's opinion about what he should do and tactics he should employ against Alexander Usyk. Like, bruv, it's not. And trust me, if you start going down that route, it's peak, fam. You've lost before you even entered the ring. Nah, man, you can be objective. Not if you're part of the team. You can't be objective. You can't be an objective athlete or be a part of a team and be objective. You can try to look for their weaknesses but you can't be objective. Do you know why? They may say they're objective, but you can't like mentally be objective because the reason why is because in most circumstances you're going to you're not installing you're not providing the maximum potential within yourself and your own team. Now, if Spencer comes out in the interview and say, listen, guys, yeah, I think Beterbiev is a bad boy. Yeah, Beterbiev, tough fighter. Beterbiev is this, 200, whatever, all of this stuff, yeah. Bruv, yard. And bear in mind, Spencer's, what he says carries a lot of weight, okay? A lot of weight. So if Yard sits there watching it, is that going to benefit him? No. No. It isn't, fam. Like you need, like, trust me, you need to brainwash yourself to really think that you may be the complete underdog, yeah. You may be like flipping 100-1 underdog, fam, yeah. But on the night, if you believe that you can win, fam, literally, and you perform your best, you're in a shot. If you don't think that you can win, or you let all of these outside thoughts affect your brain, fam, bruv, you've lost before you even got in, fam. You might as well just hand over the keys, fam, and say, listen, it's yours now. You understand? AJ never lost belief as Vladimir. That's exactly. You know what? You're right. AJ never lost belief to Vladimir, and he came back from being knocked down. If you watch Vladimir compilations of him smacking up man, I swear on my life, yeah, he would not have won that fight. No way he would have won that fight. No way. You've got to be. Do you know what it is? In boxing, yeah, of any sport, you've got to be crazy. You've got to be tapped. You've got to think you can win, even if everyone in the world thinks you're going to lose. You've got to think in your head you're going to win, and everyone around you got to be on the same page. Really and truly, okay. And if they're not on the same page, they've got to keep those opinions to themselves, because really and truly, it's one of the very few sports that if your confidence is knocked by just that 10%, it's over for you. It's really over for you. If you're flat, if you're like, bruv, you're done now. Why do you think a lot of the tune-up fighters, a lot of the fighters that step up and come up against these top level opponents, they look lost, they look broke before they even enter the ring, because everyone's been telling them like, listen, like, this guy, whatever, you're just here for a tune-up. But they lose before they've got in, fam. They lose before they've got in. Okay? Fearlessness is what's got to take you over the line. It not even in boxing, anything. Okay? The odds could be stacked up against you, fam. If Ruiz thought, this is big Anthony Joshua, he would not be world champion. If everyone thought the same, bruv, you won't see comeback stories. Leicester won't have won their league. Bud Duck Spence. I don't know, fam. I don't know. I don't know, because from what I'm hearing, from what Bud said, if what he's saying is true, that there was external offers of a lucrative amount that they were willing to present to the PPC, and the PPC said outright no, then it's basically Spencer's fault, effectively. If, on the other hand, those ones weren't really real, they were fake, then of course, of course, it's tough, man. There's a lot of things I don't know about that, man. But from the outside looking in, it looks like Spencer's ducked Crawford. But overall, we're the ones losing in the end. We should have had that fight by now. And right now, to be fair, if boxing doesn't get its act together, really and truly, we could be on the decline. We're probably on the decline, to be fair, right now. We're in the recession, fam. Boxing recession. Okay. Speaking about that, fam, I literally touch upon this quickly. Yeah. This fight, Fury versus Chisora, which is I'm doing a watch along for this next week. It's on pay-per-view, fam. 26.95, something like that, yeah. Another fight that got announced on pay-per-view. And this is a good fight. I really think that this is a cracking fight. Is Chris Eubank versus Liam Smith. Bad boy fight. I really like this fight. But in my opinion, if you keep charging these pay-per-view prices for, because if I have to equivalent this to football, this is like Man City versus who's the team? Man City versus okay, who's the team that was like real competitive back in the day, and like nowadays could be at the back of the, like could be over the hill. No, I'm not saying Chelsea, but so like Everton, yeah. This is Man City Everton on pay-per-view, fam. Big mad thing. Man City Everton on pay-per-view. Poor. Okay. Matchup. I don't want to see it, but I somewhat understand it. We did a watch along for it as well. This on pay-per-view, you're basically taking the piss, man. 21st of January as well. Do you know what 21st of January is, guys? Like in terms of time frames. That's actually technically, in terms of the whole year, that's like the worst week to do a pay-per-view. One of the worst weeks. I would say it's the worst week. It's up there, top 3 worst weeks to do a pay-per-view. And the reason why I'd say it's top 3 worst weeks to do a pay-per-view is because it's a month after Christmas and a week before the national or the common payday, which is the end of the month. So it's a week before the end of the month, and it's almost like a month after Christmas and a few weeks after the years. So like, it's the worst time to do pay-per-view, fam. Worst time to do pay-per-view. Good fight though, and I'm gonna be watching it, but it's a good, very good fight actually. Can't lie, it's a very good fight. I don't know who's gonna win that fight. I think Chris Eubank might be the favorite. Yeah, I'd say Chris Eubank Jr. could win that fight. To be fair, on points. Although I'm not right up Liam Smith, he's a game competitor. Chisora versus Fury. Come on, man. Sadly, I might have to do. I really want Chisora to knock this my man out, but fam, the likelihood of this. Sorry, wrong fight. The likelihood of, where is it? What the flip? I had it here. There it is. Found it. Yeah, the likelihood of this taking place, it's like slim to none. Like the likelihood is like nothing, fam. It's literally just PPC and Queensbury who are killing boxers. Why don't they just go to Saudi? That's true. Bud versus Ben to Saudi for case closed. Fam, case closed. Bruv, do you know what it is, yeah? I've noticed this as well. I've noticed this as well, yeah? And Eddie had said this, and I'm just thinking to myself, let's just explore this. Eddie said, the reason why it's on pay-per-view, because the fighters, for what they want, it has to be on pay-per-view. And I'm just sitting there thinking, if there's no money in the pot, fam, what exactly can you, like, now you're just taking the piss and squeezing it out. So what, if Katie Taylor wants, I don't know, £100 million for the fight, we're just going to charge £100 pay-per-view for everyone. So is this how it's going to work? Okay, if, I don't know, if, who's another one? Okay, let's say Josh Whyte, good fighter, says, you know what? I want 25 million for my next fight. And everyone gets charged 80, 70, 80 pounds for pay-per-view, fam. Is this how it's gonna work, fam? Nah, man, come on, man. We gotta keep it a buck. we've got to keep it a buck. We've got to say, listen, unless you are X, Y, Z, unless you're generating this amount, or this amount, you're not a pay-per-view, fam. Simple, fam. Lay down the laws here. This is what's happening, fam. Straight up. And I don't even think any fight should be pay-per-view. Because the Champions League final is not a pay-per-view. The World Cup final is not a pay-per-view. Wimbledon final is not a pay-per-view. Why is this? Why is Liam Smith versus Chris Eubank Jr. a pay-per-view, fam? At this point, you're taking the piss. You're taking the piss out, man. At this point, that's in my opinion. Too much good is given to Spencer. Yeah, did it even listen to Firon? Lol. He does. He does. Nah, come on, man. Nah, come on, man. We got like what Spencer's done in the boxing media world is like powerful, man. He's actually, believe it or not, he's paved the way for a lot of men. When I mean a lot of men, I'm talking what's my man? Johnny Nelson, Adriano Depot. A lot of men. Like if it wasn't for Spencer, these men won't be in any top position. No way near. Also as well, I think some of the relationships formed in the boxing world, partly down to Spencer as well. And the impact that he's done as well, the charity work that he's done. Sometimes you got to look at all facts and say, you know what, a couple of comments here and there was wrong, and you look at it, but he's just a human being at the end of the day. I'm not one of them ones that be like, raw fam, 1 or 2 comments, raw fam, get in the bin, cancel fam, you're done out here. Nah, man. We look at everything that you've done. We all look at it in isolation, unless you do a madness, unless you do an absolute madness. And what he did weren't really a madness. It was a bit of like taking a piss. You understand? Eddie acts like William Hill are not paying him 100 M. There's bare money. Fam. Fam. Do you know what? This is the issue. These man asking for pay-per-view, but the undercard are getting like 1 or 2 bags, fam. Yeah, 10K max. But some man asking for pay-per-view, fam. Nah, fam. And I also think as well, the pay-per-view, I think they got to look at it like this. How does it work for all parties? You know, the promoters, the fighter, and the fans. Does it work for all 3 of them? Pay-per-view for Chris Eubank Jr. versus Liam Smith only really works for the promoter, for the fighter, but not for the fans. Because really and truly, for the promoter, if you're getting a cut percentage of the pay-per-view, then that may generate more money than if you were to put it on a normal Sky TV show. For the fighter, they'll get more money from that than they would do on a normal Sky TV show as well. The fans are on the receiving end of it because they're having to fork out a lot more money. It's particularly when in a recession, and the cost of living is higher as well. So it's like in a month after Christmas, a week before the national or the common payday, even though it's like so 25 quid, it's a bit of a piss take as well. It's a bit of a piss take. All for a boxing event that's not going to generate more views and more eyeballs than the World Cup final, fam. So if anything deserves to be a pay-per-view, it's that. The World Cup final, really, because these men are generating millions and millions and millions of views. And they're not on anywhere near the same level in terms of, they generated a lot of views, but at the same time, they're not charging it pay-per-view. They tried that in football and the fans shut it down. I think what I've noticed as well, the boxing fans are more disrespected than the football fans. I think the football fans are given a lot more power. I think boxing fans are just used like flipping condom, fam. Yeah, used and abused, fam. Swear to God, use like a condom, fam. Yeah, take it out of the packet, use it, throw in the bin, fam. That's what we're on. Yeah, that's why the sport is not growing. Maybe certain fighters are growing and their fan bases are growing, but the sport as a whole isn't growing. Yeah, and if we don't get our act together, the sport's going to be on the decline. And I think that if they start, do you know what? Honestly, if they didn't do pay-per-views, I think honestly right now, I think fighters right now will be paid 2-3 times more than they are. If there was no ever if there was never ever a pay-per-view show in the UK, the fighters of 2022 will be paid more than they would have done, or than they are at the moment. That's my theory. I could be mistaken, but it is what it is. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel, guys. You haven't heard already, guys. I know we rambled on about it. Yeah, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed, bruv. Yeah, inshallah, fam. Yeah, we get a knockout, fam. It's Chisora knocks my man out, guys. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. Wait, is there rematch clause? Might be. Might be not. I don't think it is. No, it wasn't. It wasn't. It wasn't. Spencer was in the BDK before Nelson. He was. Nelson, when he got into gig, he ran it past Spencer. And I think that was in Sky. I think Spencer was on another platform before Sky. But yeah, the first one of the scene was really Spencer. So you've got to give him credence for that. Big up Spencer as well. Anyway, guys, on to the next show. Next week we'll do a watch along for the Fury versus Chisora fight. Fingers crossed Chisora won. Oh, Dubois on the other card. Oh yeah. Flipping against La who? La what? Guys, I don't know who he's facing. Yeah. Lanera, fam. Man, like Lanera, fam. I don't know who that guy is, fam. Let me see. I will watch right now. Daniel Dubois. Where is the name? Daniel. There he is. Number 17. Daniel Dubois. He's coming up against Kevin Lanera, who is ranked. Let me hear it. He's ranked 24th. Huh? Ain't no way, fam. Who's he for? 24th? Bollocks, fam. Marius Whyte, Bogdan Dinu. Interesting. I recognize those names. Cephas Ferry. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. When you scroll down, it starts looking peak, fam. Who the flip's Johnny Muller, fam? Johnny Muller, fam. Vicky Nelson. But I don't know this man, fam. Dukar, fam. Man. Patrick Ferguson, fam. Who the flip are these done? Well, he starts these fights against guys that I kind of recognize. Bogdan Didi is a Romanian fighter. Romanian heavyweight. Marius Whyte is a Polish heavyweight, I think. I could be wrong. He's a Polish heavyweight. He fought Didi and he fought a couple of other men as well. Decent fighter. Dubois versus Lamella, fam. Trust me, Eric Lamella, fam. Where's Eric Lamella from anyway? I watched Argentina today. I don't know where he is. But anyway, pick up, guys. Until next time, I'll catch you in the next video, which is next weekend. But until next time, as always, like I always say, peace, love, and prosperity. And I will see you in the next video. Peace.